Hello everyone and welcome back to this video. Today we are going to prepare chicken and waffle. Yes, that is fried chicken and waffle. Now, my ingredients I have is melted butter. I have 3 eggs, heavy whipped cream, vanilla extra. I also have almond extra. I have baking soda, baking powdered sugar, and also flour. And this is an all-purpose flour. With that said, we can get right to this and start mixing our waffle. And yeah, so let's start. All right, so we are going to mix the flour up a little bit. Make sure that any lumps is all stirred up, and going to add the dry stuff. I'm going to put my powdered sugar in it, and you see this is a whole tin of powdered sugar. I don't know how much you're going to be mixing, so I have 2 cups of flour in here. Okay, I'm also going to add my baking soda, and of course I'm going to put a teaspoon of baking soda in there. Okay, open this up. So I got a teaspoon of baking soda, and I'm going to also put a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. And a teaspoon of baking powder. All right. Now, also I'm going to add, of course, my almond extra, a teaspoon of that in there. We're going to put that, and we're going to add also a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, now, all right, so of course we're going to mix it up. Like a flour all. Mix it in there, and once you mix that up, we are going to add in, of course, our butter. We are going to add in the butter, liquid butter. Let's put it right in. And it's just um, 2 sticks of butter. All right, so also I'm going to add in my whipped cream. And I'm going to use the same measuring spoon, cup that I use for my flour. Of course, as you can see, this is a 1 cup whipped cream. So we're going to start with that. Also, we're going to add more, but we're going to start with that. I'm also going to put in 3 eggs. So we're going to put in 3 eggs. You put it right in there, or you can put on the side. So we put in 3 eggs. You can use white eggs if you want. I'm using regular eggs. So whichever eggs you want, you put that in there. So I have 3 eggs in there. So With that, we are going to stir it up. And if you have a mix-up, you use that. Otherwise, you can also use a fork. Um, okay. I'm going to add in another cup of my whipped cream. Going to add another cup of whipped cream. All right, so we have 2 cups of whipped cream. Now, I don't know how much waffle you want to make, but just make sure it's not too watered down. Okay? Keep mixing it until you get it all mixed up. All right? And I'm going to keep mixing this, and I'll be back to show you what it's supposed to look like once we're done mixing it. All right, so when you finish mixing your waffle mix, you should see a little bit of, you don't want it blended frame like you're making a cake. So you don't want to mix it too much, but you do want to let it sit a little bit and before you start cooking it. So this is what it should look like. You don't want it too liquid. You don't want it to be liquid like you're doing a pancake. Sort of like a dough-like, kind of soft and firm, not too hard. But yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like. And this doesn't have yeast in it, so I'm going to they have a baking soda and baking powder, so you don't have to really let it sit. But if you are making it with yeast, then yes, you have to let it sit. All right. So with that said, I'm going to start cooking in some waffle. Yes. So I do have my little waffle machine here. As you can see, is just a little machine. So I'm going to do one at a time. The green light means it's ready. So I have already buttered it up. Put some butter in it. You can use the spray butter, or you can use butter and just put it around. So, and let it sit. But you want it to warm up, heat up before you start putting in your waffle. All right, so let's start, and I'm gonna start putting it in the middle. And I do want it to spread and give me some big waffles. So let's see, put that in there, and I'm going to like put it around if I cover it up. So you can see it's not watery, it's just thick enough to it. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. Okay, and we're gonna give it 5 minutes, or when the lights come on, it's ready. All right, so we're gonna wait, and I'll be back once the light gets on. Okay, so now we are here to check on my waffles. So you can see the green light is on, which means it's ready. So let's check this out. Alrighty, so this is, yes, this is a Belgian waffle. So That's why your dough is not watered down. Because, yeah, you want to make sure it's, yeah, ready to go. A Belgian waffle. All right. I'm going to show you this a little bit, and we can look inside and see what this look like. All right. Look at that. All right. This is our waffle. What it look like when you put that, take it off. And also, we're gonna kind of look inside so you can see. We can look inside and see what it look like. Yeah, so let me show you. Look. All right, and I'm gonna cut this one off. Take this fork here. Now, look at that. Just look at that. Very crispy on the outside. And of course, we're going to open one up so you can see what it look like in the inside. All right. Okay, so looking at this. Look at inside. All fluffy. Yep. You can see it's all fluffy in the inside. And yes, crispy on the outside. All right, so I'm going to continue cooking this. And we're going to go ahead and start frying the chicken. Okay, so we are going to start frying this chicken. And let me tell you a little bit about this chicken, okay? So I seasoned this a night before. The night before. So last night I seasoned it up and put it in the refrigerator because you want the chicken to taste good when you eat it with the waffle. I also, this is the season I use, only 2 season. I did have the breadcrumb seasoning. That's, of course, that's, I put that on there. And also, I also use the all-purpose Goya seasoning to do this. And it could be any all-purpose seasoning. It doesn't have to be just that. But you do want to put some breadcrumbs on it so it come a little bit crispy, okay? So, with that said, is seasoning already. And we're going to start frying some chicken. All right? So, let's start frying. Okay, so we're just gonna start frying this chicken, and of course, get ready to eat some waffle, chicken and waffle, okay? The oil is ready, so I'm just pulling in the chicken. I do have my heat on medium, because I don't want it to burn, and I don't want it to, I want it to taste good and crispy on the outside, but cooked in the inside, okay? So, got that chicken frying. I'm going to put the lid on it so the inside can cook, and then I open it so it can, we ready to turn it around. All right, so let's get back to this chicken and check on the chicken right now. As you can see, our chicken is looking good, and we're going to just turn this around. See how it looks golden brown outside and a little bit crispy outside. Just remember, you season them overnight with your seasons, all-purpose seasoning, and also I do the seasoning breadcrumb. You can do any breadcrumb with seasoning in it, and just mix them up, put it in the refrigerator overnight, and in the morning you'll be good to go. So when I turn it around, I'm not going to cover it because I want it to be crispy. Inside is cooked, so that's why I cover it the first time. And once I turn it around, I'm not going to cover it. So we'll be back and check on this chicken when it's ready. All right? See you in a few minutes. So we are back here to check on these chicken, and look at that. I think they're ready to be pulled out. You can see they are all ready to come out. So I'll take them out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Now, because our chicken is ready, and yes, we are getting ready to eat some chicken and waffle. Okay, so we are done with the chicken and waffles. You can see our chicken is ready, and the waffle, I just sprinkled up some powdered sugar on top. And of course, my chicken on the side. I also prepare a little sauce over here. This have honey. It has some pancake syrup, and you can use any pancake syrup, and some butter. So you heat it up, and yep, ready to go. And all you got to do is add that on your waffle, and you are ready to eat. So there you have it, our waffle. Belgian waffles, and also our fried chicken. So until then, we will talk or see in the next video. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And thanks again for watching.